Hi everyone, welcome to Naresh Technologies. This is Srinivas. Today we are going to discuss about a structures concept in a C language. Structures. So here, why we are using structures and what is a structure is the first question. So generally they will ask in the interviews. So what is a structure? Why they introduce the concept of a structure? How we are working with the structures. These are the three main things, right? So today introduction part of structures concept. So what is a structure? What is structure? Structure is a user defined data type. Structure is user defined data type. And using structure we can define a data type which holds more than one element of different types This is a definition. Simply a structure is nothing but it is a user defined data type. How we have a primitive data types like integer, character, float, double, right? Using structures we can develop user data types. So what a user data type holds means it holds n number of elements. It holds more than one element of different data types. More than one element of different data type. If you see the example, then you will get more clarity on this. Okay, see the syntax and example. The syntax is how to define. Struct is a keyword we must use to define the structures, followed by identity of the structure. Any name you can give to this structure. After giving the name, number of elements, and all these elements are different data type. This is data type element 1. This is data type element 2, and so on. And remember one important point. Every structure should ends with a semicolon. And along with the syntax, now we will see the example. Struct, suppose employee structure we are taking. Employee structure. Here employee number is of type what? Integer type. Employee name is of type what? Is a character array. Employee salary is of type what? Float type. Float. So structure is a collection of elements of different data type. This is the identity of the structure. We can identify this structure, right, with the help of this name. Employee is the identity. Sir, it is okay. Actually, why they introduce the concept of a structure? Why they introduce the concept of a structure? Array versus structure. Array versus structure. Using arrays, we can store n number of elements. How many elements? No matter. But all the elements should be of type integers or float or double. Nothing but only homogeneous data elements it will accept. Either all the elements should be of type integer, all the elements should be of type float, double, and so on. Suppose if you take one string, character, right, any string, str, something like a 5 we are taking, and here it is a string is a 4. Here the elements is of type a character. Either all are character elements, either all are integer elements, float elements, double elements. Always homogeneous elements only allowed to store into the array. So using arrays, we cannot process information like employees data, students data, some any other data like in advanced algorithms, right? A single linked list, double linked list, trees, nodes, graphs, such type of information you cannot store, because the different types of information we should store. Like a employee number is an integer type, employee name is a character array, and employee salary is a float or a double type. So in that situation, you must go for structures only. We can't use arrays concept. Okay. And one more important thing. See here, suppose I am defining the structure struct employee. Simply I am writing emp. Employee number is an integer type. Employee name is a character array. Employee salary is a float type. Is okay. Data type is ready. Data type is ready. A structure is ready. Now here the concept is, sir, by just defining the structure, it will get a memory allocation? Definitely not. This is just a data type. How we have a primitive data types? This is data type. Sir, data type is only single word, na? Yes. Right, only primitive data type single word like integer, character, float, double. But user defined data type is a collection of words, nothing but 2 words. Sir, when it will get memory allocation, sir? How we need to allocate the memory to this one? How? Right? We need to create a variable. See, for example, in the main method, I am writing only int. Is there any proper meaning to this instruction? Definitely not. Reason? Int is a data type. Int is a data type. Here it is, you have written only just a form of data type. Where is the variable is missing? Right? So when it will get a proper meaning? Int a. Now it is a statement. In the same way, integer is a data type. In place of integer, what we have to write? Struct emp we have to write. Struct emp. Combinedly, this is a data type. Very, very important. Don't think that only struct is a data type and only emp is a data type. 2 words you have to use. Very, very important. Most of the students confusing here only. Primitive data type is a single word, but user defined data type 2 words here. Struct emp, and here variable, and here it is a variable e. So this is variable declaration. Whenever we declare variable, now it gets memory allocation. Sir, how many bytes memory will be allocated? Here memory allocation for employee number, to store employee number, and to store employee name, and to store employee salary. This is a struct emp type. At some location, base address is a random address only, just like array. This is called a base address. Structure variable always holds a base address only. By holding the base address only, it is pointing to that one. Sir, what type of variables holding addresses? Pointer variables only. But sir, where is the pointer? Is not there. This is E is called internal pointer variable. E is called internal pointer variable because it is holding address. Base address it is holding. So that's why we can call it as internal pointer variable. Sir, total how many bytes memory will be allocated, sir? How many bytes means integer occupies 2 bytes consider. So 2046 and 2047. Next location address is a 2048. And next, each character occupies 1 byte in C language. So total 20 characters. So 20 bytes memory will be allocated. 2048 to 2068. I mean 67, and here it is a 2068, and it is occupying 4 bytes. So total 20 plus 4 plus 2. 26 bytes memory will be allocated to this structure variable. How much memory? 26 bytes memory will be allocated. Okay. Sir, once we allocate the memory, how can we access the elements of that structure? Sir, memory allocated. I want to store the information, or I want to retrieve the information, sir. How can we store the information and how can we retrieve the information? Tell me. Very simple. Structure variables we can access with the help of accessor. Accessor is a dot operator. Accessing is very simple. E dot, E is a base address, dot operator is a accessor, E dot E number, E dot E name, E dot E salary, E dot employee number, E dot employee name, E dot employee salary. This is how to access the members of the structure. How to access the members of the structure. Okay. So this is completely introduction part of structures. How to define the structure. So what are the advantages of structures when compared with the arrays? And next, when when a structure gets memory allocation, how the memory will be allocated, why structure variable is called internal pointer variable, how to access the elements. Okay. So now we will see, right, how to find the size of the structure, and next one, global structures, local structures, and how to read and print the elements of the structure. So first one, how to find a size of the structure. Size of structure. How to find it? I am defining a structure, same struct employee, here it is employee number, employee name, and employee sal. Structure is ready. Now we are writing main method. Inside the main method, I am declaring a variable for the structure, struct emp. So variable name is a E. How to find the size is a very simple. We are writing a printf function and we are using size of function. Printf size of employee. Size of employee. Size is always representing in a integers only. So here a format specifier is a %d, and we are using a size of function. Size of. Sir, what we have to pass to size of function? Two options you have, either data type or variable. This is the data type and this is the variable. Either you can pass simply a variable or you can pass a data type also. Size of employee %d, size of method or function. We are passing the data type. What is the data type here? Struct employee is the data type. Struct employee is the data type. This is a simple program. Finding the size of the structure. How to find the size of the structure means using a size of function. We already have the knowledge of a size of function. What it will do means it is taking either variable or data type as an argument. You can pass a variable or you can pass a data type. it will return the size in the form of integer, and of course the size is in the form of integer only. So with the help of size of function, right, here it is we are passing either variable of the structure or data type of the structure. Data type means what? Again, two words you have to pass, very important thing. And here it is, the size is always representing in integer. Integers means what? A percentage d is a format specifier. So it will print, it will return the value 26, the 26 will print in this place, because already we discussed that a size is a 26 bytes of this structure. This is size of structure. And next, now discussion is a local structures and global structures. What type of structures we should declare it as a local, and what type of structures we should declare it as a global. The structure definition is common for all, is called a global. The structure definition is specific to a particular function, is called a local. Just like a local variables and global variables only. The declaration of structure inside a particular function is called a local structure. Outside to all the functions is called a global structure, right? So parallelly we will see, you will get more clarity on this. Here this is a local structure and this is a global structure. So parallelly we will see both. First, a local structure. One is a main method in the program. Along with the main method, we are writing one more method, suppose check method, two methods. We know that a C program is a collection of methods. Of course, n number of methods you can write, nothing but functions you can write. Here it is a inside the main, I am declaring one structure, structure name anything you can give. Suppose a concept name we are giving local structure. Inside I am declaring only two variables a and b. This is a local structure. Sir, how can you say that? Defining inside the method. Local means definition inside method is nothing but a function. Definition inside the function. See, we are defining this structure inside the function only. And a local variable we can access only within the block or method in which it has defined. Where you define, so there only you can access. Same story, you can access this structure. Suppose I am creating variable for this structure, struct local, any name you can give, suppose L. It is allowed. Reason, you are accessing that structure only within that function only, not outside. But whenever you are declaring outside and trying to access outside, error message. Cannot find the symbol, nothing but a undefined structure in a check function. A local structure you can access only within the function where you define, right? But suppose if it is a global structure, see the global structure, definition outside to all the functions, outside to all the functions is called global, is called global. Now structure we are defining, struct, name concept name we are giving is a global structure. Inside two integers we are declaring. What is inside? No matter. That is not our concept. Our concept is accessing is allowed or not is our concept. So here main method we are writing. Along with the main method, check method is also we are writing. Check method. So just like this. And here it is a main and check is trying to access a global. Yes, of course is allowed. Struct, we are declaring the variable here, global, variable name is a G, it is allowed. And next one, struct, here it is a variable, name is a global, and it is a G, it is also allowed, because the structure is a global structure and you define outside to all the functions like a global variable. Global variable you can access anywhere in the application, no limitations. So you can access here and you can access here. But come to that local structures. A local structure means defining a structure inside a particular function. So once you defined inside a particular function, that you can access only in that function. From the outside it is impossible to access. Okay. So this is about a local structure and as well as a global structure. Alright. So now we will see how to initialize the structure directly and how to access the elements. Here generally how we are assigning a values to array directly. A structure also we can initialize directly, right. The same structure we are taking in this program, struct employee, employee number, employee name, employee sal, employee name, employee sal. A structure is ready, and as usual main method we are writing. Main method, inside the main method, in the process of declaration of a structure variable, struct employee, EMPE, variable declaration, E gets memory allocation, we know already, at some location, employee number, employee name, employee sal gets memory allocation, and of course E holds the base address, it is pointing to this location. Now in the process of declaration we can initialize directly, but remember one thing, in which order you defining the elements in the structure, in the same order we should assign the values. Suppose 1001 right is the employee number, employee name, for example Karthik is the employee name, employee salary, for example 50,000 is the employee salary, employee number, employee name, strings how we are representing, using double quotations in any programming language. So first employee number, employee name, employee sal, we can't change the order of elements because we are defining in the same order. So directly you can initialize like this, then automatically employee number will go and store here, employee name will go and store here, and employee salary. And next one, here it is how to print, printf employee details, we are printing a message very clearly, employee details, and in the next line printf, one by one you can print. Suppose employee number is an integer type, how to access, using accessor, that is nothing but a dot operator, e dot employee number. Next one printf employee name, percentage yes, as it's a string, e dot employee name, and next one printf employee salary is percentage f, e dot employee salary. This is accessing. Sir, I want to write all these things in a printf function. That is your interest, your skill set, your capabilities. Okay. If you want to print all the employee details, write clearly I am printing. Right. So every basic programmer can understand these formats. That's why I have written this. Sir, I don't want to use a 4 printf functions. You can use a single printf function and you can format. Okay. Output formatting is completely depends on the programmer's interest and end user requirement also. Right. Here we are writing employee number is an integer, employee name is a string, employee salary is a float type. So different format specifiers I am using. Accessing with the help of dot operator, that is already we discussed in the introduction part of a structures concept. Okay. So this is a simply how to initialize a structure variable directly and how to access the structure elements. So in this concept we discussed how to find the size of the structure using size of function, and second one, what is the difference between a global structure variables and local structures, and the last one, how to initialize directly. Okay, hope you will enjoy this session. For more sessions, so please log into Naresh Technologies. Thank you all.